13 runs from our stack, 26 fantasy points from a mid 7K pitcher, and we still can't get the job done. It's a travesty, but we're close. We're real close. We are right over the target. You are watching The Perfect Lineup, where Josh Engleman and myself, Dave Loughran, do everything we can every single day of the week, well, 5 days of the week, to build a perfect lineup, the most beautiful lineup you've ever seen. Take down a tournament. We'll give you, as always, our favorite 2 pitchers and our top stack. And what you should be doing if you want to win a free week of Stokastic MLB Core Sims is leave your comment down below with who you think will be the highest scoring stack tonight. And if you get it right, bang, you are in. And of course, if you wanted to simply bypass the line, you say, man, I'm getting crushed by those Stokastic avatars lately. You know what? Instead of trying to beat them, let me join them. Simply use the promo code PERFECT. And your first week of MLB Core Sims is 50% off. Let's do what we always do. Kick it off with some pitchers before handing this over to Josh and let him take care of stacks. Look, credit to Josh, 13 runs yesterday for the Houston Astros. I had 60% of them in my own contest. Still ended up not having a great night because it was, this is the way baseball is. It was the bottom of the order that went absolutely nuclear. And we had one of them, just not all of them. Either way, we get to pitchers and we start with, well, Chris Sale. I get it. He's chalky, fine, but good luck getting away from him in single entry contests with the way he's been pitching right now. I mean, look, dominant's not even a powerful enough word to describe how good he's been over the last 2 months. Over those 2 calendar months, Sale has a 33% K rate, 14% swinging strike rate. He hasn't surrendered more than 2 earned runs in 10 straight starts. Maybe it'll happen today. Who knows? It's not the best matchup against the Mets, but you kind of have to ride this wave until it crashes, if it ever does this season to begin with. But there's no real valid arguments against playing Sale today outside of the whole he'll be popular. But he's not that crazy owned, right? He's sub 40% owned as we've got it projected right now in the Stokastic ownership. He has the highest top 2 pitcher probability of any arm going today in the top pitchers tool. And I had boatloads of him in my first Sims run that I ran this morning. I'm not going to lie. I was tempted to get to Framber Valdez and use him in this spot. But temperatures are eclipsing 100 degrees in Sacramento today. And yes, he's been dominant. He is an extreme ground ball pitcher, which can mitigate, hitter-friendly weather. But Sale just feels like the better option at an identical price point. I will say, though, my favorite pivot off of Sale in this range would obviously be Framber Valdez.
5 different people picked the Astros yesterday, and we need to find out who is going to win the Stokastic MLB Sims week. The wheel is spinning. If you had the Astros, your name is here. And if you are Keith Vape, you have just picked up a week of the MLB Sims core package. Email support@stokastic.com to claim that week.
Our SP2, oh man, listen, feel free to pick your poison in the trash heap of sub 8K pitchers on today's 11-game slate. But at the moment, I'm landing on, it feels gross, Taj Bradley. Yeah, look, alternatives in this range, and they're fine, but, not high upside pitchers, no real dominant strikeout stuff. You'd get a 6K Logan Allen, okay, good park, and then Ryan Yarbrough against the K-heavy Angels, who we just saw Will Warren strike out 11 of them yesterday. But I still think in this range, at his price point, at $7,400, Bradley seems to have the most upside here and the highest ceiling. His strikeouts are trending up. I love that. And while he's always liable to just implode on any given start, and look, especially against a power-laden Baltimore team whose offense has come around from earlier in the year, we aren't building a cash game lineup here. And Baltimore's active roster has the 4th highest K rate and a bottom 10 walk rate against right-handed pitchers, which bodes well for Bradley today. I'll leave you with this before we hand it over to Josh. I'm going to take my chances, and if things do go south with Bradley, I hope it happens early on and is a painless, very quick death.
I can't complain with yesterday's results. We got the Houston Astros correct. We might not have gotten the correct players. We got some of them, that's for sure. We got 3 home runs in the deal, but a lot of zeros. I want to take that momentum and use it today, and we're going off the beaten path a bit. I'm going to the Tampa Bay Rays. They're taking on the Orioles. Trevor Rogers on the hill. He's got mild power issues. against righties. He's also given up a 340 xWOBA since the beginning of last year. That's not good, and that's for both hands. George Steinbrenner Field, where Tampa is playing this season, 4th highest park factor for righty power. I am very interested in what we're getting there. Tampa's offense has been middle of the pack-ish against lefties. That doesn't really make me lean either direction, but they have been a top 10 WRC plus team at home, and that is something that I'm going to lean on here. They are a middle of the pack team in top stack. That's fine. They're closer to the top in top value, and they rank 7th in our stack score metric, but they're only 10th in overall ownership. And I think that little bit of leverage is really helping me out. So you can knock down a third baseman in Caminero. You can get Mangum for an outfielder. Yandy Diaz will check off first base. Caballero will get you short. And then if you want to fill it out with a lefty, I mean, Brandon Lau is sitting there to give you everybody at second base. That's first, second, third, short, and outfield. That leaves us a lot of opportunity to spend some money to fill out our stack. The 5 guys that I just mentioned are pretty much the 5 above average hitters that we have available to us for Tampa. Not to mention, we're going to grab a little bit of additional synergy because our SP2 is Taj Bradley. If he gets a win, that probably happens because the Rays offense was better than we needed it to be. That is what we're looking for today. We're not going to get as many people joining us on Rays Island, but this is the place I want to be. You guys know the drill. The only thing left to do is build this lineup in the Stokastic single lineup simulator. I've already added Sale and Bradley. We've got Diaz, Lau, Caminero, Caballero, and Mangum. All is left to do is click the complete this lineup button. That fills us out right now with another Diaz, always fun to see. Jose Altuve, we need him to recover from yesterday's stink bomb. And then we get Alec Burleson as our final outfield spot. Now, we just want to know, how good is this lineup? What do you know? Positive 26% ROI, a 0.1% chance to win. Feels tad low, but that's okay. 1.8% chance of being in the top 10%, 31% cash rate. If you like this lineup, great. Maybe make a tweak or two. Use the single lineup sim. You can make it a 4-man stack for Tampa and fill it out. Maybe you want to get a little bit more correlation in the 3 extra spots. Either way, customize it, take guys out, add guys in, click the run sims button and find out what your changes did. This is the best way to build lineups, bar none.